They control what you see, what you think, and even what you buy without you realizing it. The biggest tech companies on the planet, the ones that promise innovation, connection, and freedom, may actually be shaping the world in ways far darker than we imagine. From silent surveillance to psychological manipulation, these corporations hold more power than most governments, and they're not always using it for good. These corporations have become modern empires. They know where we go, who we talk to, what we buy, and even what we secretly desire. And while their public image promotes innovation and progress, the truth is far more unsettling. Let's uncover the 10 darkest secrets that big tech doesn't want you to know. Number 1, you're the product, not the customer. When you use free apps like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you might think you're the customer, but in reality, you're the product. These platforms don't make money from you, they make money off you. Every like, click, and scroll is recorded and analyzed to create a detailed psychological profile of who you are. This data is then sold to advertisers who use it to target you with precision. You're not paying for these services because your attention, behavior, and personal information are the currency. The darker truth? These companies use advanced algorithms to manipulate your emotions, keeping you online longer and feeding you content designed to provoke reactions. The more time you spend on their platforms, the more data they collect and the richer they become. Number 2, your data never truly belongs to you. When you agree to a platform's terms and conditions, you often give away more than you realize. Tech companies collect massive amounts of personal data from your search history and location to your private messages and voice recordings. Even if you delete an app or account, the data you've already shared is rarely erased. Companies like Meta, Google, and Amazon store user data across multiple servers and use it to improve artificial intelligence models, predict trends, and refine ad targeting. In some cases, governments and third parties can request access to this data, raising huge privacy concerns. Once your data enters the cloud, it's no longer yours. It becomes part of a vast digital ecosystem that you have zero control over. Number 3, big tech is listening, literally. Many people have noticed something strange. After talking about a product out loud, they suddenly see ads for it. Coincidence? Not always. Voice assistants like Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistant are constantly listening for activation words. But studies have shown that snippets of conversation can sometimes be recorded, analyzed, and stored to improve their performance. In 2019, reports revealed that Amazon and Google employees were reviewing thousands of these recordings. While companies claim it's all for better service, the implications are unsettling. The microphone in your pocket or smart speaker at home could be picking up more than you think. Number 4, algorithms decide what you believe. In today's digital world, algorithms are the new gatekeepers of information. They decide what appears on your news feed, what videos you watch next, and even which political opinions you're exposed to. This creates what experts call a filter bubble, a personalized world where you only see content that aligns with your interests or beliefs. It might sound convenient, but it also means you're being subtly manipulated. Big tech companies design these algorithms to maximize engagement, not truth. Controversial or emotional content gets prioritized because it keeps users online longer. The result? Polarization, misinformation, and a public that's easier to influence. These companies have the power to sway elections, shape opinions, and even influence social movements, all without anyone realizing it. Number 5, censorship and information control. In the digital age, whoever controls the platforms controls the narrative. Big tech companies have the power to censor content, ban accounts, and suppress information they consider harmful or misleading. While moderation is necessary to combat hate speech and misinformation, this power often goes unchecked. Entire political movements, journalists, or whistleblowers have been silenced when their content didn't align with corporate interests or government partnerships. Tech giants have essentially become digital governments, deciding what's acceptable speech and what isn't. And unlike real governments, they're not bound by democratic oversight. When a few companies decide what billions of people can or can't see, the concept of free speech starts to lose its meaning. Number 6, they're building a digital monopoly. Competition is the foundation of capitalism, but big tech has effectively eliminated it. Companies like Google, Amazon, and Apple control vast ecosystems that make it nearly impossible for smaller players to compete. Google dominates over 90% of the global search market. Amazon controls nearly half of all online retail in the US. Apple's App Store policies give it massive control over mobile software distribution. When one company controls so much of an industry, innovation slows, prices rise, and privacy suffers. These tech giants buy out or crush potential competitors before they can pose a threat, creating digital empires that rival the power of nations. And while governments occasionally threaten to break them up, their influence runs so deep that regulation often ends in compromise. Number 7. Big tech and the government are closer than you think. While many view big tech as private corporations, their relationships with governments worldwide are far more intertwined than most realize. Companies like Google and Amazon have multi-billion-dollar contracts with intelligence agencies, military programs, and surveillance networks. Cloud services, facial recognition technology, and data analytics tools are often used for national security and sometimes for spying. Leaked documents like the Snowden revelations showed how tech companies secretly cooperated with government surveillance programs, sharing user data without public knowledge. The line between public and private power is blurring, creating a world where your data could be used not just for advertising but for monitoring and control. Number 8. Addiction by design. Apps, games, and social media platforms aren't just designed to be fun, they're designed to be addictive. Every notification, like button, or in the scroll feature is backed by behavioral psychology to keep you coming back. This is known as the dopamine economy, where your attention becomes a commodity. Each time you refresh your feed, your brain releases a small burst of dopamine, encouraging you to keep scrolling. Former Silicon Valley insiders have admitted that these techniques were deliberately engineered to exploit human psychology, especially among young people. The longer you stay glued to your screen, the more ads you see and the more profit these companies make. Behind the friendly interfaces and fun emojis lies a cold business model built on addiction. Number 9. Artificial intelligence is learning too much. AI has become the backbone of big tech, driving everything from recommendation systems to facial recognition. But AI's growth has created new ethical dilemmas that humanity isn't ready to handle. Machine learning systems are trained on massive datasets, often including your personal photos, social media posts, and browsing habits. These algorithms can now recognize faces, predict behavior, and even generate convincing deepfakes. The darker side? AI systems can also reinforce bias, discriminate in hiring or policing, and spread disinformation faster than humans can detect it. Worse, the companies controlling these systems are racing toward full automation, with little transparency or oversight. Once AI becomes deeply integrated into government, law enforcement, and finance, reversing its influence may be impossible. Number 10. The illusion of freedom. Perhaps the darkest truth of all is the illusion of choice. We believe we are free to use whatever platforms we want, consume the content we choose, and make independent decisions. But behind the screen, every click, search, and purchase is subtly guided. Big tech doesn't just observe your behavior, it shapes it. Algorithms nudge you towards certain opinions, products, and lifestyles. Every decision you make online is influenced by invisible forces designed to maximize engagement and profit. The result is a digital society that feels free but functions under constant surveillance and manipulation. We are more connected than ever, yet more controlled than we realize. The rise of big tech has been both revolutionary and dangerous. These companies have connected the world, democratized information, and accelerated human progress, but at a cost. In exchange for convenience, we've traded privacy. For connection, we've accepted manipulation. And for freedom, we've handed over control to algorithms that understand us better than we understand ourselves. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden system shaping our world. And remember, your attention is their greatest asset, so choose wisely where you give it. Stay aware, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.